ZiO!
Oh, hey, what's up, everybody?
What's going on? Hello, America.
Welcome to the new Henshin Hangout.
That's right. Henshin Hangout. Henshin.
You know what? No.
Why?
Because it's just as dead as Dope Kicks.
Oh, God, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. I love it. Dope Kick is dead. Anyway, moving on. This is Henshin Hangout, where we talk about, well, the real superheroes, which is more of the tokusatsu type.
Yeah, our Kamen Riders and our Super Sentai.
Mm-hmm. So we're talking about the real superheroes, the OGs. The stuff that's really good right now that isn't being ruined by Disney, Saban, or possibly
who knows?
Hasbro.
Disney could buy the world.
Well, they already have. We're just living in a kind of, it's like the Matrix. It's really just a program.
We just keep going around.
Yeah, we're in a program in Mickey's mind. It's this is great. I better stop.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
The mouse owns Joe's leg. It's already a problem, so I don't want to talk about that. So, speaking back about Henshin, there are two shows, my friend.
Yes, Lupat and Kamen Rider.
Let's talk about the one that you really are not entertained with first.
Let's get it over with Lupat first, just because it's super easy.
You guys heard it here first. He hates Lupat.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. And
they won me over and then lost me.
What? Okay, so where are they right now? Okay,
right now we're picking up with our Lupinrangers and our Power Rangers, both on our own side. We don't need to talk about him. He doesn't have a story. You just get that image off. Zamigo isn't a character.
Oh.
There we go. Those are the characters.
Oh, jeez. Okay, and what's going on with the characters?
So we have the Powder Rangers trying to make a move on the Lupinrangers, fully confirm their identities, trying to get all that doubt out of the way to get them for arrest. Which I don't know why they've done anything
But they
illegal.
know it's them, but they need to make sure they need the...
Well, it's like a drug bust. You have to actually have them where it say, I'm here selling you this.
What is this?
We need them.
What you're
here to... got the wiretap on them.
Yeah, you're here to what? Speak into my shoulder. Tell me what you're here for. Oh, drugs? Great. Like, it's one of those? Okay, so they're trying to get them with that weird kind of horrible bust.
Yeah, because we have here Lupin Green.
Okay.
He's going on a date with the Lupinrangers Yellow Ranger. Oh, not a date.
What?
It's not a date.
So it's a criminal.
But it's a date.
So it's a criminal and a cop?
Yes, a criminal and a cop.
It's like Romeo and Juliet.
If one was a moron and one was super capable.
Wow. Just hate, seething hatred. That's what you just had.
This whole episode was more of I have to confirm it for myself because I'm on their side. Because the Green Ranger's trying to get her to say her side of the story. Because they know, but no. It's one of those things like, you know who they are. You understand it. Why do you need more evidence? And he's just there to get her opinion of her. Why is she a vigilante or a criminal? They never specify.
Oh. So if you
because I don't know what they've done that's illegal.
Vigilanteism?
Every Power Ranger ever? Every Power Ranger is a vigilante.
Well, that's true. They're not sworn in. Oh, my God.
Space cops don't count.
No, that space cops do count, but the other
ones
have
no jurisdiction here.
They clearly do. They have the whole jurisdiction of space. That's space cops.
They should go back to space.
They're like, oh, what are they? The SPD. That's Space Police Department. That's what they are, right? Oh, what is the other one? Oh, I'm the LAPD. That means your jurisdiction is Los Angeles. It's same.
Which is funny.
But space is my whole jurisdiction. That's what it is. I just go there and I can, hey, buddy, you pull over. I can pick on anybody. No.
Too much?
Too much? Okay, all right, I gotcha. We're good.
No, but they're on a date.
Okay.
Which is him just fishing for info. And the Blue Ranger from the Loop Rangers picked up on that. And he's trailing him like a creeper. And he dragged along the Red Ranger as a joke. The Red Ranger suggested as a joke, like, why don't you just follow her? He just he gave him that look like, not a bad idea. And just drags him out there.
So it's like, bling, bling, bling.
Which is funny, because when they're at the restaurant talking out, like, usually when you're tailing someone, like, and the cops like, oh, you want a line of sight, make sure they can't see you. They're right next to him.
They're right next to him?
He's just, like, dead stare, staring at him, clear line of sight. Just watching.
Did you drive off?
See, right there. Look, you're not going to notice a creeper staring at you?
I definitely would notice those two people staring at me, because I'm a black guy, and two white people following me is something scary. Like, so that's automatically just
it's funny, because he did pick up on a feeling, which is good that he's like always there making sure, like, oh, don't mess up, don't reveal too much information. But it's such a bad disguise and such a creeper way to find the answer.
Ah, boy.
For someone who's a phantom thief, he's really easily caught right there.
Well, see, I don't know. See, but Layla telling me I was right when she says Space Patrol Delta. That's that's an actual SPD, Space Patrol Delta. They're sworn to do something in space. I'm just saying.
Okay.
The chat agrees with me.
Fine.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for making me feel like correct. I appreciate that.
They justified your weird
They
reason.
did. That's right. Justify my love and justify me even paying attention.
Technically, isn't Lightspeed Rescue? Weren't they official too?
I don't. What?
Government agents don't count. They're Black Ops.
Nope. That's correct. That's correct. Thank you, the
Even
voice
though
of
they're
God,
like
a.k.a.
firemen, medics.
Nagumi. Nagumi actually said it correct.
Nagumi.
Thank you very much. Look at. Jeez. I love you.
It's so weird.
I love you. I love you.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
We're not
Why
creepy.
did he leave? I don't. Okay. Whatever.
What else happened?
Okay. Yeah. So what else is going on right now in just the world?
We have monsters making their final move.
Oh, really?
This is supposed to be the final arc.
Oh. Okay.
Like,
okay.
gosh. She's just got tired of it, and she's handling herself. She's like the right hand, the person that makes the monster grow.
Oh, she's kind of like the Finster.
Yeah,
Slightly.
essentially.
Okay,
And she's also one that modifies them so they can use their special weapons.
No, not Finster. She's like that other one that on ZiO, where he spins the thing and
Oh,
throws
the
his
robot.
little buddy at him.
Yeah. The Scottish robot.
Yeah.
In space.
Oh, can't wait for this. It's gonna be a great one.
That's Irish.
I don't. You know. Look. All right. I don't know words well.
Or Space
Continue.
Ireland.
Or Space Ireland, and that's already hard on it. Space Robot Ireland. I don't know what's going on there. But you were saying.
Yeah, but she's just handling herself, wrecking house. Because she didn't really do much except come in, fix a monster, make it grow. Mm-hmm. But the actual time she decides to do something, she's just murdering people. Just setting buildings on fire.
Dude. Like, whoa!
Yeah, those people are, even though those ones we saw survive,
Dude,
the
she
people
just,
next door are probably dead.
Yeah, she just like, well, today's the day, and just shot through. Look at, okay, so you got this one playing limbo and the other one, ducking underneath. They're safe. And everyone else
He's a little lightheaded.
But yeah, okay, nice. Well, there are a few that had to die lightheaded. I love it. There has to be a few that lightheaded. It's genius.
But it's
there has to be
funny.
a guy like what?
But
and just like
the
right
one
through.
time they stopped it was when the ranger had to walk in front of the line and take that blast head on.
Whoa. Okay,
And she
this
just
looks
wrecking.
dope though. This looks
it's
really
a great
good.
fight, but it's them losing, which is funny.
Well, hey, sometimes the best fight is when you're stuck in some level of desperation because you're afraid of losing.
But that's
It's
why
some of
we're
the
getting
best
that
fighting people
penultimate,
do.
like, we're realizing the
Oh,
bad
the
guys
Rangers
are really
lose.
doing something now. They're making their
Right.
move, which is 3 episodes till the finale.
Okay, that makes
3 or
sense.
4
That makes
episodes?
sense. So we get to see, that's pretty good, because we're going to get to see good fighting on every episode, usually because that's the whole thing that always
think
does
that.
happen. When has it not been the case where they have an arc for their ending that we're not seeing good fights?
It started
throughout
now.
everyone?
Their
Q
final
Ranger-
arc,
Q Ranger did
the
a good
monsters
one.
have never been an issue
Uh-huh.
until now. They've always been popping up, but because it's the
but
focus
I'm
on
saying,
Ranger.
But Q Ranger did one and it was good. Mm-hmm. Where they had like a whole arc again. Like we thought Don Amage, we thought he was dead, and then all of a sudden he comes back and he's in his perfect ultimate form where he's like half angel or something.
True,
That
but
whole
these
thing.
monsters never had focus traditionally.
Okay.
They're just Team Rocket. Yeah, actually, yeah, they're like Team
wow.
Rocket. The way they come
Wow.
in, but a more capable Team Rocket when they actually wanted to do something.
Oh, like
she
when they
just
finally
one
got
by
Wobba
one
Fett for the
demorphing
first
the
time.
Rangers, beating them down. Mm-hmm. She even has a thing about surgery because she modifies the monsters because they have these little safes so they keep the looping collection in, and they give them special abilities. So
Surgery?
she cuts people up and fixes them so they can have a boost. And she has a thing about cutting
Whoa.
people open.
Whoa.
See, she's a Saba.
She has a Saba. That is dope.
Well, Saba, a weird little thing. It's a Lupin, like it gives her special powers, like giving her
yeah.
a blade arm.
Okay. So she uses that, cuts into them, and
She likes to dissect things.
wow.
Which brings us to Noel sacrificing himself to the Rangers. He gives himself up because he's not human.
Okay.
So he says, "Wouldn't you like to cut up something that isn't human?"
Okay. All right.
And so he's just giving himself up, giving this heart-to-heart speech. Oh yeah, the Lupinrangers knew he wasn't human. The Powder Rangers didn't.
Oh really?
They just find out last minute. Oh, I'm gonna let myself die. Oh yeah, I'm not human. All right, I love you guys. I'm out.
They're like, wait, what? And then yeah, like.
Oh, he gives them all their trains and planes and automobiles.
Oh, all their Hot Wheels.
Yeah, look at we got a train, a helicopter. She got a full toy set right there.
Okay. All right.
Because he's full, he's
just full of toys. He's like Santa Claus.
he's just giving out all the special goodies because
Okay.
he knows he's gonna get dissected and ripped apart.
He's like, guys, I'm gonna die. I need you to take my toys. It's like if I die, I ask someone to delete my search history.
Yeah, pretty much.
So he's like, here, if I die, take my toys.
Which is funny because Gosh doesn't like taking crap. And just like, I'm done. Nope, quiet. She's just letting him have a hard time. Like, you see her in the back, just like crossed arm, waiting. Just letting him talk.
Wow. That is ridiculous then.
But,
oh my god.
I love that. Another reason why Lupat ain't getting adapted.
There you go. Because of all this? Like, what is it because it's so bad?
We
or
never
because
see
it's
the
so
gore and all that.
complex?
But it's implied.
Wait,
Like,
what?
well, unlike the footage we saw people getting murdered in the building.
Uh-huh.
No, those are dead. But you never see Ranger violence. Like, where someone
so
getting murdered.
because of that, we won't, because, like...
It's really violent, but you can always
True.
change it.
That's true.
But I don't think people want to see a series about cops getting super violent.
Well, you mean like I don't know, like what really happened? You don't want anything like that. That's what you're saying. Okay, I mean, I get it. Wow. Blue Lives Matter. But okay, so you don't want... Oh, hey, I'll tell you, Blue, the Blur. The Blur came in with Super Chat. I love Super Chats because they help me to read what's happening on the screen. Without them, I sometimes get lost. So, Super Chat from the Blur that says, what is your choice of Sentai or Ranger final art?
I like it when the powers don't matter.
So, you're against the one where they were fighting in the rain?
If they kept to it.
One,
if they didn't have the powers.
What was that one? What is that one? That's
like Kyoryuger. Yeah, they had powers. But,
no, but what was it in the U.S., the Ranger one, where they were in the rain and they fought against the Wild Force?
Where they got their powers back and they're dead animals.
Yeah, I didn't understand that, right? Because it was like...
That makes sense.
It was cool when they made the stand.
It's like, oh, look, you got news
we're going to do our
words.
posts and not win anything. And we're, as regular people, are going to fight you giant... That's what you wanted.
No.
You wanted them to just run up and be like,
because they made
kick him down!
They post for their Photoshop and then got their dead Megazords revived. And new ones, and their powers back. I want one where the powers are destroyed.
Wow. Okay, so then what's a good one for you? What's your choice?
Like Kyoryuger.
Okay.
Kyoryuger in their finale, they had powers going through, but the final hero wasn't King. He was in the villain base just fighting out, had no suit and all that, just strength, and then he got a boost from that. Like using his final power.
Oh,
but a lot of it was like
himself.
you get the face value of like I'm here, I'm fighting. The suit is there to boost me up, but I can do this on my own. Okay.
This is the whole message that Tommy pretty much goes for, which is anyone could be a ranger and blah blah. It is about
anyone
you.
can be a ranger.
Well, that's yes. Isn't that the thing, the case, the idea?
Yeah. Why'd you bring up Tommy?
Well, because recently in the comic that was pretty much the idea. Like his son is now
a ranger.
A ranger.
Tommy Jr.
Like, yeah, it's like, hey, anyone can be a ranger. It's just about your heart, your dedication. All that.
Blackwing brings up a good one. The Tokukid final arc.
What happened there?
Okay, so they're all losing one by one.
Okay.
And they're getting demorphed, and it's kind of like the power of imagination. So they kind of like put their powers together. It's like, all right, give me, because they have a rail change, they can change colors. Right. Give me your train, slide it through mine. Look, now I'm red and yellow, pink, blue, and now I'm a rainbow.
So it's like Megaforce kind of.
Forcing your powers into one with your power. Like you yourself are the power.
Is that too much? Like
he was supercharged.
Yeah, but that's not a problem. I'm like, he's supercharged to get burnt out quick.
But it only lasted for that one thing.
He's dead! He has a hole in his chest. I don't know.
Well, they're kids. You can't kill kids.
Well, I don't know.
Super Sentai doesn't kill kids.
Well,
they kill adults and random citizens.
Iceman had a hole in his chest and he wasn't dead. So, I don't know. I'm just saying. Who knows?
I'll give you
have
that.
a hole in his chest. They have sparks that pop out all the time they fight.
Yeah. But with Lupat, this episode is nothing of value. Even the thieves, they're fighting the villains Amigo.
Oh, yeah?
He took their siblings, their brother, girlfriend, wife, whatever. And their whole thing's like, oh, we have enough power to beat him now. And they find out he had surgery from the other girl, Ghosh, to get weapons that let him turn into liquid. So he can't get... he got shot in the chest and lived. He got a hole in his chest and survived and fixed himself.
And I just said it as a joke. I just said that really.
Yeah.
So really, he had a hole in his chest.
They had a final attack, hit the chest, clear hole, but because of the little body enhancements, he survived it.
Like Terminator or whatever, just closed back
Actually,
up?
a lot like that.
Oh, God, really? Why?
This whole episode, nothing happened, except they lost the Ranger.
How did they just lose? How did they lose a Ranger?
It's a Ranger we don't like.
No, so he doesn't count because he's a Ranger you don't like?
Likes, they're Rainbow Ranger. That's the Rainbow Ranger.
What is that? What's happening with my eyes? This is like too much. What is that?
It's him combined powers of all his teams.
And he's like the Rainbow Ranger.
Yeah. It lasted for one good fight. It's the combined power of their imagination.
I'm sorry, they're what?
They're children. Don't let, those grown adults are children.
Was this written by Willy Wonka? What is that? Imagination. What's going on here?
It's a magic railway.
This is just as bad.
It's Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh my God, this is just as bad as we'll come together, villagers and freaks that live in the woods, and we'll humanoid freaks because we don't want the other ones.
Oh, there's your little hole in the chest.
Oh my God. Why is this is now a show that I don't know if I should watch at all. There's holes in chests. There's this oh God, dude, like took a shot like Trini did in the comic, like pop. I'm just gonna go ahead and
that's
end
why
right
this episode
there.
Nothing major happened except they lost their gold/silver ranger.
How? What happened?
We're talking about
just like
the ghost took him for surgery, dissection.
So now he's done. He's gonna
live. He's gonna live.
Is he gonna be like even better now, or is it?
Because we get like, teaser for next episode. He's going up for public execution.
Oh, okay. All right.
And that's the final stand where everyone has to rescue. But there's a catch. It's a trap to reveal the Lupin Ranger. It's a trap! Yeah, it's a trap to reveal the Lupinrangers' identity to everyone. What they should have done this episode, but we still, I guess, are not sure about who's who. Even though we know who's missing, how they're connected. You went there just to confirm from their side. But no, we still don't know for
So
officially.
Essentially, it's an adult trying to play peekaboo with an adult.
Yes.
And one that's really bad at it, where it's like, guess who I am, peekaboo, huh?
This very scene,
you can't
they're
get
about
it.
to take off their mask when they had to reveal their identity. But will that happen next episode?
They're like, I am, and then it's
for all we know, that could be the last second before they cut it in the next episode.
Well, I mean, they
Dragon Ball
also
style.
they also are dressed Dragon Ball style, Soprano style. It just goes black and it's the end of the series. I don't know, but they are dressed like magicians. I don't understand why this is what they think thieves look like.
Do you know who Lupin is? Lupin, the greatest thief?
Yeah, but
that's his style.
He was a magician?
He was not a magician. He's a
He
gentleman.
was a gentleman thief.
You forget.
That
was the natural style of them back
He's
then.
dressed like an old school David Copperfield. Like if we had
dressed all dapper?
No, I'm saying like an old school, like as if, let's say we had steampunk David Copperfield. That's exactly what they look like.
No. David Copperfield dresses like him.
There you go. That's very true. That's very true. Okay, maybe a steampunk Chris Angel. I don't know. It's scary. I don't like it. I don't understand how that's considered. The thief, you don't want to draw attention to yourself. They're like masks and top hats. They did that for
47 episodes so far.
Yes, but
and the show I think is 50 to 51 episodes.
How is that keeping a low profile? I have a mask and a top hat. No one will look at me as I am a thief. No, now everyone's looking at you, dastardly. Like really, you just look like an idiot.
It's funny though because we don't need to watch. We don't really need to know what else happens episode. Because we have a public execution.
Right.
They're going to go stop it. They fail. And then the big reveal is their identities. So we don't really... The next episode's just going to be the main thing is who's doing this and how do we rescue our Gold Ranger.
Okay. All right. I mean, I guess that makes sense. I guess.
It's a very...
Look at that. See? Look!
That's Penguin. Is
that's the philanthropist. It's clearly
That is the picture of Arsene Lupin from Wikipedia.
There you go. See?
That's Penguin?
No, so yes, Lupin was always Penguin. Penguin was based on Lupin and Benjamin Franklin. I don't know, something like that.
But not a very. It's just overall just a very lackluster episode because we didn't solve anything. We lost more.
Yeah, I really don't even want to talk about it anymore because it really sucked. And what I do want to get into is finding out what everybody thought about it. I want to find out what the audience thinks. I want to find out what you think. But first, I'm going to pose it out to you guys. If you guys had to rate this episode of Lupat, what are you rating it? Out of 5, let us know exactly what you think this episode got.
Out of 5 constructed buildings.
Wow, okay. That would be good. That's good because we did have moments where like we had lasers cutting through, and we definitely know some people died when it fell on a building.
They tried to play Lambo and they lost half a torso.
Yeah, there you go. So that counts as death in my opinion. But while they're still figuring out what they voted for this episode of Lupat, tell me what your score is and why.
It's going to be a 2 out of 5.
Dude.
They didn't do nothing in this episode except lose and keep us waiting for the identity reveal that they've know the identity of. Really except we just got to make it global.
Really poor.
But global, I mean Japan.
Okay, so then
And maybe France.
Maybe France.
Maybe France.
We are French. That's fine. They need to know something. So okay, you have and that whole idea of just keeping it in, pretty much doing it in a vacuum, just keeping it right there. That was what really brought the episode down for you.
It's just they've been doing this the whole season where we don't feel like we're in the end game barely till now. The whole season feels like the first 2 arcs of a regular Super Sentai season, or Power Rangers in general.
Oh, wow.
It's stayed stagnant, because all the story details we got in the last minute, and they felt they should have came in way sooner. Because the whole thing is like, got a piece, done. Got a piece, done. All right, we're over now.
Wow, really? So it's just not a fan?
Not a fan.
Not a fan. Okay, now looking into it right now, Blackwing says that he gives it a 3 out of 5. And he's saying, well, you know, he likes the analysis that you do. He's like, he loves the fact that you go deeper with the analysis, real deep, to make sure that you give more information, so you make a far more educated decision.
I like to make it so people can understand more I'm coming from it. I can understand why people would enjoy or go from there.
Okay, all right. So that's why he gives it a 3 out of 5. You kind of gave more explanation for it. The blur says 4. Despite your criticism of this, he still gives it a 4. We'll talk about why you disagree with the blur in a moment. But moving on to it, we have Layla, who says 3 out of 5. Lupin Red and Blue were the dads that's spying on his daughter, who is on her first date. That makes sense. So she's on her first little date, and here they are like, you better not kiss her. I will shoot him. Like, that's what they're doing.
They're the big brother who takes him out back.
Well, oh man. How old are you, man? Yeah, one of those, like on Bad Boys. I mean, that makes sense. I would do something close to that. Now, let me see, what's that? Oh, the blur says, Heal Life, 1 out of 5 Jesus Zordons. I'm like 1 out of 5 on Zordon, son. On Zordon, I promise. I'm gonna start saying that to people now.
On Zordon, son.
On Zordon, son. On Zordon. Like, I'm gonna say it to Blake. Watch when I see him next.
I like Deca Masters rating. Lol out of 5.
Dang, God. So what I'm saying here is that this episode was not good. Like you said before, rather lackluster. They're missing any level of character development or really any true expositional tools are being used. None. And
very little.
So it's kind of like what's
very minimal.
Little. Wow. So it seems like it was more of an episode that was phoned in.
An episode that should have been half an episode. Feels like
it's so bad.
They extended one episode into 2, maybe 3.
Jeez. So it's just super duper filler.
At this point, aside from the Gold Ranger getting kidnapped and
to make something kind of move.
That's pretty much it, just filler.
Alright, well, I mean, besides that, there, of course, are other shows that we do talk about here on Henshin Hangout, and one that we're definitely going to talk about is Kamen Rider. Now, this show will divide a family. Because there are people that love it immediately and say, yes, it's one of the best things ever, and there are people like Jezzer, like Johnny, like...
Jezzer?
Well, Jezzer doesn't like it, right?
Oh, I thought Jezzer loves it.
Oh, he does?
He loves this series.
That's...
He's like a tsundere. He says he hates it, but he secretly likes it.
Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't...
I heard he loves their time travel.
Wow.
He loves the way T-Rexes sound like elephants. He just he says all this. It's just the show. Outside the show, he's like a fanboy.
Well, he loves the time machine, right? That's a
time mazines.
Time mazine.
He likes all the time mazine on mazine violence.
Right. Yes, he does. That's a dangerous thing.
He loves all that CG.
But he's into it because the time travel. So essentially, they can't time travel anymore because their time travel ideal was so flawed that everyone knows it.
I don't even understand it because I'm confused by it.
Okay.
Because this week, usually we have a Kamen Rider and we get another Rider replace him. Mm-hmm. So far, it looks like we're not doing any of the past Riders anymore. We're doing this new arc where we have future Riders who don't exist. Like this week, we have Kamen Rider Shinobi.
Okay.
And this is his monster form, another Shinobi. But here's the thing: usually, you give the power to some random person. They took the Kamen Rider a couple years before he's supposed to be one and gave him his own power, sort of wiping his future self out of existence.
Okay, right.
Meaning you can't get the tool needed to defeat the bad guy.
Because it doesn't exist anymore.
And he is the guy.
Yeah.
You wipe him out of the loop. Crazy. You lose your chance to get the tool to save it because it never existed in the first place.
Okay, now I've seen Looper probably twice. And I
like
hated
Looper.
it.
It is like it.
And
yeah,
this
it's not
is
like
a
Looper.
lot like it.
Yes, it is. Very much so. Which sucks because the Kamen Rider?
Because Looper, unfortunately, I'm sorry, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, man. I mean, you cool, but that movie was that was hot garbage. So just thank you for ruining our lives. But you were saying.
I enjoyed Looper, but you know.
I mean, I did, but I can't really admit that to people. So go ahead and continue.
With this, it's strange because Kamen Rider Shinobi, the focus of these 2 episodes, is a hero who fights for justice. He only has the power to protect the little guy. And he gets his own little development, mostly because he's getting a miniseries after this.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, dope.
So I think that's why they're focusing really hard on, like, oh, look, he likes justice, he's a hero, he can do this. And it's not one of those things where he's a bad guy, it's just he's using the wrong power for the wrong reason. But they can't even stop him because they lost their chance to beat him, because it doesn't exist.
Wait, but he's still there, so he's
there,
outside
but
of time
he
right
doesn't.
now, right? Yeah, but he exists
But
outside
there you
of
go.
time.
Look how awesome he is.
That's his real suit. That's Kamen Rider Shinobi.
Why does he even turn into the monster?
Because it doesn't happen yet. It's in the year
But
2022.
why? Oh, okay. So now we've changed it, so it may not
When
even
you
happen.
get another rider, you wipe out the original rider from existence.
Okay.
But if you
so,
give it to the rider who was meant to be, there's no reason to become that. So you can't go there because it never happened. Unlike the other riders where it already happened.
Okay, so he won't turn into a monster. He'll stay this way, which is a dope.
But now it doesn't matter anymore.
suit. What do you mean it doesn't matter?
Because it doesn't exist. That's time travel in Geo.
What is it?
like this.
See? Okay, so when you go to Sogo, you go to the future and you get Gaze and Sugiyama.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do that meme where it has Charlie Day and he's pointing at that line.
Yeah, that's
board
exactly
ball,
it.
And Charlie Day's like it's gonna be me trying to explain the timeline of freaking Kamen Rider build. This or whatever. This is confusing.
But it did create good drama that I enjoyed. Because
This drama also, like, I have to
they
learn.
created a closed
I have to
loop.
learn temporal, like, physics or something. What is going on?
well, they create a closed loop. For some reason, they can't time travel to that section
Okay.
because I guess it's on a different axis.
Uh-huh.
So it's locked away. They have no way of getting a hero version of the watch to come back to stop it. So the monster is forever unbeatable.
Oh, shoot!
That's one of the
Dude, that's
biggest
really
things.
good. That's genius peril. Because the thing is, like, you know, in writing, you have your hero, you have your villain, you have the problem, and then if you want it to seem like it's like something's important, you give it a ticking clock.
Mm-hmm.
What they chose to do was say, we're going to destroy the ticking clock and make it forever, essentially. And now what you're dealing with is the ticking clock that is the size of forever.
Yep.
Like, what do you do? What do you do? And you're like, do we do something now? Do we not? We don't really know what's going to happen.
See, with that, and then we have because of that drama, we have to figure out a new way to defeat him. Because it's locked off, it's a different timeline. And we have to figure out a way to get a watch without getting there in the first place. Because our new character, White Waz. White Waz. White Waz.
Okay, that's White Waz.
Yes.
Is there another Waz?
The original Waz. I don't know why they just call him Waz, but he's Black Waz now. Let that sink in.
No, because that's no. White Waz and Black Waz. Okay, let's entertain me here.
Okay.
Just acknowledge me. Which one is the bad one?
Yes.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, so here's
Which
the thing.
one is the
Black
bad?
Waz? Yeah. Black Waz is for the evil overlord to take over and enslave us all.
Wow.
And White Waz is the one destroying people for the greater good.
Oh, whoa! So they're both.
Yeah.
They're both
bad.
Oh, thank
But-
God! I thought it was one of those where it's like
One wants to be
when
enslaved,
Black Waz
and
is
one wants to use his
horrible,
power.
and White Waz is. We all know he's doing everything.
He's
he
working for
can.
the savior.
Wow. Okay, that's some level
Very-
of privilege.
Very problematic.
That's very problematic, and that's some level of privilege for the particular Waz because he's working for. Wow. Okay. Best answer ever. Heal Life says yes. I asked, are they? Wait. So which one's evil? Yes. That was genius. Oh my God. Heal Life loves it. I agree. I'm sorry. I wanted to laugh so hard with it right now.
Like, look at this
And
timeline.
Layla.
See, that's
This
the
is a
real
little bit
timeline.
better.
2019 to 2068.
Okay.
Now, White Waz comes in this point to use his power to make everything bad happen to the main hero. So when he dies, we get the good timeline.
Wow.
So Black Waz never existed
Wow.
in that version.
Okay.
On Oma's day, where Kamen Rider Gates becomes the hero and kills Geo. Or defeats Geo.
So-
we never said kill.
Never said kill, so it just. Whoa. You know what? Hold on. Could you help me out?
So it's kind of like, imagine if it was prophesized the Red Ranger was gonna conquer the world, but then it turns out the Blue Ranger takes him out and becomes the savior.
With the help of a White Waz.
Wow.
Because let's call him White Alpha comes.
It comes and saves.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
But then Black Alpha wants to keep the original timeline going because he thought it was good.
Or how it's in the comic right now, Alpha 1 would be Black Waz, and Alpha 5 would be White Waz. Think about that. We don't know if Alpha 1 is good or bad. I'm just saying, guys, we don't know yet.
But with that, his whole goal this episode is to get the Shinobi Watch, which they can't get.
Jeez. So I'm with you, Layla, when you say I am so confused and I don't watch this show. But that's a good thing about it. Just even listening, the fact that you're still here listening to it means that at least that story is so good that you do want to know more. Because that's the one thing I do want to know. I'm like, this is so confusing. Tell me everything. I just like, you're involved. It's good. So at least there is some level of good storytelling.
It's good drama.
Okay.
Which built on, but to get that watch, I don't understand how they got that either. Because you have to get the watch from the future writer to make it, but they can't because he doesn't exist. They defeat him, and they defeat the monster, another shinobi, and during that moment, White Waz has a special book, wherever he writes comes true for the timeline. So he just once they defeat him, he writes, and the shinobi watch was made, and he just has it. And I don't know why he couldn't write that before, or why they had to wait for him to be beaten.
Okay. So my theory is that he had to reject the evil watch and therefore reassert the timeline where he would become the good shinobi.
But isn't it a closed loop? That's my question.
It's as closed as ZiO's ever going to get.
Okay, that's a good answer. It happened, but it didn't. But it will, but it won't.
But it will, but it won't. Yeah.
Has, had, and will.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That can work.
It works for now. Because we get another future writer next week, Kamen Rider Quiz, which will probably be the same turnaround.
Where it's, oh god.
Really? It's another original future writer. If you can't tell, he's all about yes or no answers.
He has a No, the reason he has the question mark is he's kind of like, well, what the F? That's why he has the question mark. He's asking the same thing I am right now. That confused, and he's an actual character, and he's confused.
Fun thing, though, the guy playing Kamen Rider Quiz is the Red Go Buster.
Wow.
So far, the future writers have been legend cast from Super Sentai. And there's one more future writer, Kikai or something like that, who we haven't seen a real life suit or known if he's in the story yet, but if he is, we could get another Super Sentai returning.
Well, Heel Life is asking a good question, which is right now, will Shinobi Rider keep the watch or get a different Henshin for his miniseries?
I'm assuming he's still keeping the revamped belt they did, which is just Gio's belt with the star on it.
Yeah, keep it. I mean, you constructed it.
Because we don't even know what his miniseries is about. Right. For all we know, it could be a shortened version of his whole entire series.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, it could be a prequel.
Yeah, it could be. Because all we know is just the miniseries. We don't know if it's going to be like a 5-minute mini episode that they give to the fan club, or be a full-on V-Cinema where it's a 20 to 40-minute episode.
Could be. That'd be interesting. And what if it's taking place in, well, it looks like
the timeline that no longer exists.
Yeah, exactly. But it looks like it's
That's his transformation. He's a frog.
Wow. Oh, I'm a frog.
He's a ninja frog.
Oh wait, so he's Adam. He's definitely.
He's Adam with more ninja skills.
Oh really? So he's really like.
He's the hero who turned to the shadows to protect the weak.
Yeah.
Which doesn't sound good for him.
No, it doesn't. I didn't. I was born in the shadows. Like that's.
You were born in the darkness. He was made. He grew in the darkness. He's okay. He doesn't exist. He does and will and won't exist. Because he's also part of White Waz's timeline.
Oh,
because there's a yeah.
Love that suit. I love that suit. That suit is dope, dude. Like that's a bad A suit. That's a suit that should have been in that the pirate swashbuckling Power Rangers.
Super Sentai?
Yeah, whatever that one was.
Oh, Gokaiger.
Whatever it was. That's where it should have been. It looks like one of those. Like it looks like. Like the swords are crossing.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean when they get the blades slaying.
Yeah, look at that. Like it's like shing. It kind of looks like that.
I can understand that.
Give him a red cape, kind of like shawl thing. I don't know, and then more swashbuckling kind of stuff, and boom, look at him. That's a pirate if I've ever seen one.
But that's what the fun about White Waz is.
Okay.
He brings a prophecy from the future of the timeline that does and will and maybe doesn't exist.
Okay, the good one.
There's a prophecy from his timeline that an unknown writer with 3 watches that shouldn't exist come back to the past, and that's what causes his timeline to happen.
And he is that unknown writer?
We think he's, like, let's imply it he's the writer, but I have a theory that we're going to get a 4th writer.
Who is the one?
Because I think White Waz is going to get murdered.
But does he have 3? Okay, does White Waz?
Because he will get 3 watches.
He will.
Because he has
we know
Shinobi.
that, sure. Okay.
He'll get Quiz in the next 2 episodes.
Okay.
And then whoever that 3rd writer is called. The
Okay.
Kikai or Kikaichi or something.
So you
like that.
think he'll get them? He'll die.
It's
and
implied
then
that he's
someone
that
else gets
special
them?
writer. I'm assuming.
Listen to me. I'm assuming.
I'm assuming it's just a red herring. You think he's the writer, but a 4th one's going to come in and change the timeline again for a 3rd one. Oh, let's see.
Go ahead and read that one out.
For DDT, it says maybe the note White Waz is making in the book is to give someone else in the future that makes the watch. They didn't watch the episode.
Oh,
but that's
really?
a good reason they could have done, because they've done that.
Oh, but why
it's like Bill and Ted. I'm gonna go in the future and watch.
Really?
It's multiverse theory, Back to the Future, where it's one stream, and it's like predestination.
No. Oh God, it hurt. It hurt my head. It hurt my head.
Whatever works.
Oh God. Oh.
That's what I said. It's very confusing, but for this episode, it's good drama.
Boy, that's a lot of. Oh my God, it hurts my head. It
All
doesn't
right.
make sense.
It's fine. We can just, you know what does make sense?
What
we score this episode.
I like that. Okay.
See,
And
that
with
one you
being
can't get
the
wrong,
case,
unless there's a timeline where I rate it differently.
Not at all. I love the transition. Give it. Bow. All right. So with that, we do want to know exactly what you guys did think. We want to know your score concerning this episode of Kamen Rider. Let us know what you thought out of 5. And while we're getting their info concerning what they thought, you can tell us what your score is and why.
I give it a 3 out of 5. It's a good backdoor pilot for Kamen Rider Shinobi's miniseries.
Okay.
Because I am interested in this character.
Mm-hmm.
Like how in those 3 to 4 years does he get to be a Kamen Rider?
Oh.
And then all the little prophecies that sets up for this little mini arc that probably will get White Waz murdered.
You were
because
just
Black
like,
Waz is probably going to kill him in the street.
Wow, in the street. Dang, like a gangster. Dang, dude. Like, he's like, yo, what's up, bro? Just
He didn't ask for that name, they just gave it to him.
Okay, that's true. So he just look at White Waz, so innocent over there.
Oh, innocent.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, take this thing from. Why you stab me in the chest? And he's dead. Because that's how White Waz sounds in my head.
I kind of like the idea that Champion has. Maybe we'll get a red Waz, and a blue Waz, and a green Waz.
Wow.
We'll get a team of Wazes.
Wow, a team of Wazes that are literally multicolored.
Yep.
Oh God, that chart's gonna be like, well, the chart is now just one big face, and we just draw.
Oh, now you can add in
it,
Shinobi, but also take him out.
Oh God! And put him on the side like an asterisk, and just say Shinobi was here. Like it's gonna be like that's. Oh my God, really? So he shows up, and he's pretty much just killing these guys,
affecting things without affecting them in
And
a
then
way that
takes their
doesn't
power.
make sense.
and somehow takes their power.
Takes the power of a writer who doesn't exist, but if his does work out, will and doesn't anymore.
Why should it work if it doesn't exist? Like, how does he still?
Because it will, won't, and has.
You, me, and time. We always are because we never were.
Unless we're another multiverse.
No, that's just a perfect
Another
phrase.
dimension.
No, just take it, say it.
It splits up.
You, me, and time. That's it. You got it. It sounds perfect. That's what you'll accept.
All right, let's go to the chat and see
All
what they
right,
rated.
so now let's see what we got here. We've got Champion 2421 gives it a 4 out of 5.
I like Lila's.
All right.
It's
Oh,
Lila's.
we got something above?
You see?
Oh boy, it's not. Wait, hold on.
Can we, chat. Oh no, it's right there.
No, it's
Lila.
right there.
So Lila's thank
well,
you
hold
next. Oh, wow, way up there. 0 out of 5 from Decamaster fan. This is straight up a lackluster episode of Geo.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's. I enjoyed it for what they had, but it is a lackluster episode because many things did not make sense, and it was a lot of setup for Shinobi.
And okay, maybe no, we already read that one. We're getting Red
Red
Waz,
Waz,
maybe. All right.
Oh, Lila, thank you. Next, Geo ain't causing me no stress. Out of 5.
Wow, dude. Okay, and Champion 4 out of 5. Like Doctor, like Doctor Who, Daniel. Think Blink with the Weeping Angels. Really? For For this? I don't know. I
Kinda.
don't know.
I
give
feel
Shinobi's outfit
like 5 out of 5.
a 5 out of 5.
No episode in there, just Shinobi.
No, just Shinobi. That was it. That's what's going on.
Ukiya Senpai, 4 out of 5. It was entertaining, add some drama to the current story arc, and actually gave guys something interesting.
All right. Anthony Davis,
With 2 eyebrows.
65 with 2, count 'em, 2 eyebrows, says 4 out of 5. Got tired of Swartz. Oh wow, putting the writer watch it.
Oh yeah,
in,
to get the writer watch for the monsters,
what?
they gotta insert it in you, and if it breaks, they gotta pull it out, restart it, put it back in you. It's a catheter.
What show is this again?
It's a kid show.
I don't know. It sounds like it's on a special episode of Law and Order SVU. It sounds like one of those. Like that's way too much for me. Blackwing gives it a 3 out of 5. I mean 3.5 out of 5.
Edward Centris Productions gives it a 4 out of 5.
Not bad.
DDT Cosplay.
Didn't see it, but intrigued out of a 5. See, so we're selling that episode right now. Blur gives it a 4 out of 7. There you go. I heard it right now. That's it. On a very special episode of Law and Order. That was so slow. Okay, we're never doing. You can see the budget here is just through the roof, ladies and gentlemen. You guys don't know what's going on. Okay, so knocks it down. Oh God! Look at that. See, this is
kind of like Indiana Jones, like Molly
What is happening here? This is no one. You guys really don't like this.
The funny thing is, he does it by force. Everyone else asks.
Wait, what?
You have to ask, but don't ask, because it's a contract, but not really. Like I said, the show has, had, didn't happen.
I don't know what's going on. What's going... Am I having a stroke? Like, what's going on right now? I don't know.
You did.
I just smells like toast. Oh, jeez. It tastes almonds.
It's just a very confusing show.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. I guess Daniel will have a hard time grasping 80 Sentai being too hardcore for a kid's show. Nah, I love that stuff. It's just what's going on right here went from time travel to, well, it's not time travel. Now we're just moving forward instead of back, and
but we're not moving
back,
forward.
Yeah,
we're moving left on the outline.
We're moving left,
and
so it becomes a flash sideways kind of thing.
But it's coming back to the main timeline.
I don't why this is too. It's alternate worlds, dimensions.
Technically, it's the same world but different timeline.
What? I don't. What's going on?
And technically, it doesn't exist yet because it hasn't happened, but it will happen.
Oh, it hurts. I don't like it anymore.
It's over. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It can't hurt you no more.
Well, that's next
Unless
week.
Justin and Jezzer don't come back.
Oh God, please. Oh God, no, please. I can't do this anymore. Is there anything else to talk about besides that? I think we should talk about clothing.
You just want to get it up?
I just want to, let's talk about clothing, guys, man. That's right. Exactly what I'm going to talk about. TeePublic, one of the best places to ever purchase a shirt because it is con season. Never go to a con underdressed. You want to make sure you show up and you look in your best dress,
right.
Which means get one of our shirts. Mm-hmm. You'll look amazing in them. People will look, and it's always a great conversation starter. And if you guys happen to be fans of Quest for Player 2, you'll know that I do say, wear a shirt that is a conversation starter. Just agreed, so it's approved. But you can get anyone's. You can probably even get like L's shirt, and be a teabagger. That's a conversation starter. It always is.
That every time.
I love saying it. You could do the Cosplay Never Stops, which is the first version of a Jezzer shirt.
I heard it did stop.
What? What are you talking about?
I heard it did stop.
No.
It never stops? Okay.
Cosplay never stops. It keeps going. It's like techno. It's just another thing. That's all it is. But we want to thank everyone for the super chats. Who are we thanking today?
We're thanking the Blur.
Oh man,
the one and only Blur.
The one and only Blur. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. We appreciate your dedication. Trust me, we're just as dedicated. That's why we're here every week to make sure you guys get that content. And with that, where can everyone find you?
Oh, you can find me at Tokukid on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. And now, where can they find you?
You can find me usually on Instagram. It's the best place. Battlestar Galactica, the most electrifying name in geek entertainment. You can find me there on Facebook as well. If you need to find me on Twitter, which I don't know why, Twitter's dead. It's for old people. So is Facebook. But anyway, yeah, right. I hate it. Shut up. Not enough gasoline. Gasolina. But no, you can find me on Twitter at that hashtag BSG. You can always find me on Facebook if you really need to at THS Hashtaggers. That's where you guys can make sure the conversation continues. It keeps going, guys. Even after this, if you're done with the comments and you still want to talk about it, go right over there to Facebook and look up THS Hashtaggers. If you're not one yet, go ahead and join. Trust me, it's fun. And you can also find me on, thathashtagshow.com. There's articles every day coming out concerning everything. Go there, check it out. You'll enjoy it. This way, you'll be on top of news before anybody else. And with that being the case, I want to say goodbye before we do. We want to say that you guys should make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe to keep up to date with everything trending.
And geek pop culture.
Bye, guys.
Later. Or will.
Will. Oh.